Hello.
Hello.
I want to know what Sibosop means. I see it on your website.
Yes, I use it to identify myself.
What does it mean?
Structured idiocy based on sound onanistic principles.
Oh.
God told me to use it.
God speaks to you?
He told me to use it in a dream. I always try to implement ideas from my dreams.
I do not want to talk to you anymore if you are going to practice onanism here.
I implement onanism in a more metaphorical sense than you are implying, at least in public. It mainly means that I pursue those interests that stimulate me and do not worry about social acceptance.
This is not a new idea. Why is it any different, for example, than what Kafka did?
I did not say it was a new idea. I just said that God told me to use it.
Do you really believe God told you that?
I believe God told me that in a dream. At least God does not tell me to fly into buildings.
Indeed.
I was interested to find that the biblical story of Onan was not really about what we define to be masturbation. Onan was merely pulling out. This means that the Bible really says that all sex without procreation is masturbation. I have trouble with this, since God did not indicate which definition. I have decided to use the more modern sense, though I suppose it really doesn't make a difference.
I am now sorry I started this conversation.
This is not an uncommon reaction.
It also seems like a cop-out. Are you not just running away from the public exposure of your ideas because you feel that they will just be rejected? I see it as cowardice.
I've had enough experience with public exposure to realize that cowardice does not begin to cover it. I am willing to accept that Sibosop is the philosophy of a coward. However, I get on in the world and enjoy myself.
This Sibosop philosophy is very childish.
Yes. I rest my case.
Has God told you any other ridiculous things?
God once came to me dressed as a man with a briefcase. He explained the difference between indirect indexing and indexing, indirect, as implemented on a 6502 microprocessor. This was very useful to me, since at the time I was trying to figure out how to do stack-based parsing on a Commodore 64 computer. Also, when I was about 15, God came to me and explained that God does not yet exist to us temporally trapped beings, because all life, finally, becomes God in the future. Since God is outside of time himself, God can still speak to us, though God does not yet exist. It made sense at the time.
I see. Well, isn't that something? I really must be going now. Goodbye.